Part 2 on broadcasting BroBudget building Tuesday. Saturday, sorry. BroBuilding, BroBudget building, still early in the morning here. Yeah, I was talking about this G-Tech computer. You guys remember I got this? Okay, this is actually set up on my my chopper Bro station right now, but we may take this computer, and I think we're going to take it, and that's just the top of the computer, the case, and we're going to probably put it inside of this. I just wanted to show that it will fit. See, that's the top right there. You see the top right there? So it should fit inside of this body here. That's what I wanted to show. This body is the FX6 Sony body. So we're going to take this G-Tech G2 computer and we're going to put it inside. That's what I'm thinking about. And the reason that we're going to do this is because this camera is going to be a computer, and then we're going to take the Sony action camera and we're going to mount it inside the lens. Either mount it inside the lens. I believe we're going to mount it inside the lens. I got to modify it because it almost fits. It needs to be chiseled out a little bit or dremeled out. So we're going to have a computer in here, and we'll have the camera in the lens, giving us this look of a professional FX6 body camera, customized. And that's the purpose of this. And we'll be able to live stream with it. The reason we're putting the computer in here, because we'll be able to live stream, and we'll also be able to use OBS and all the other various programs in order to do our graphics and titles and all that kind of stuff. So that's the purpose, folks. I just want to kind of show you that. And once again, it's BroBuilding Saturday. BroBuilding budget 3D printing, and that's what we're doing here. So this is a mini version, and with this mini version, it's going to be pretty small. I probably won't be able to put a camera in that one. I'm just kind of doing this one kind of for fun. But this is a 5-hour build. This is a 5-hour print. Just to let you know, 5 hours and 15 minutes, that's what it said. So we probably got about, I think it's been printing right now for probably about an hour. So we probably got about another 4 hours on this. And this is just the base. So the base is kind of flaky. You see how the base is kind of bouncing around a little bit? And I believe that's because of my print head or my adjustments. It's not perfect yet, and it's having problems because sometimes it pulls the whole thing up and it slides around. That's why I took that duct tape to tape it down, which is not the correct way to do it. But that's what we're doing for right now, because this is BroBudget. Small cameras like this one right here, this is a JVC action camera. We may use this little JVC action camera to go inside the Arri. Going back to the Arri, go back to the Arri camera. There's the Arri camera right here, as you can see. I'll just set it right here for a minute. So the Arri camera, you see the size of it, and just imagine, oops, I just dropped it. Hang on here. The Arri camera, and take the JVC, I'll put it on top here. And you can see that the JVC camera would fit inside the Arri body. And that's the purpose, is to be able to take one, you know, your dream camera. This might be your dream camera, you know, a $90,000 camera. So you want a $90,000 camera, but you really can't afford a $90,000 camera. But how can you get a $90,000 camera on BroBudget? Well, with BroBudget, you take your HD camera, okay? You 3D print your body. We 3D printed the body. We will paint these buttons and stuff. All these buttons will be painted and everything. This will be all, you know, sanded down and painted and then everything. And then we'll put this camera inside, and that's how you achieve your dream camera. It might be it might be one of the cameras that you don't want to spend thousands of dollars to get. Well, now you can do it, and this is why this is called BroBudget Building Saturday. So if you guys like this content, once again, going back to the 3D printing day. We call this 3D printing day because we're going to be printing some other stuff too. And I also wanted to say that you don't have to print everything. Matter of fact, the lens for this camera, the lens that we're going to use is probably going to be something like this. It's about arts and crafts. It's about using what you have. This is a big red bottle, costs $1.29 over at the Viva store. That's what it costs. I can cut that bottle, and that can become the lens. I can cut it, modify it, paint it, and then that can become the lens. You know, cut off the small part, and it'll be like right about here or something, and boom, now you got a nice lens for your camera. You can cut it down a little bit or whatever and paint it. So you don't have to print everything. But if you want to print, like, you know, your buttons, and you want to print, you know, the Arri logos and things like that, that came out pretty good actually. That's actually part of the print. That came out pretty good. And if you want to print out a body of a camera or something like that, I think this is a great way of doing it. I have a lot of cameras that I want to print out that I know that I can't afford. I would like to print out an RCA TK76 from 1976. I think it was from 1976, 1978, somewhere around there. The TK76, the RCA camera, I would like to print that out if I can find a print for it. And these prints came from Thingiverse. It's a website called Thingiverse, like Thingiverse. That's where I got these prints from. They were absolutely free. There are other sites that charge, and they have better prints, don't get me wrong, but they want some money. I do want to print out a Panasonic Panavision. It's a Panavision camera, and they were talking about like $100 and some for their 3D model. Not really wanting to do that, but who knows? I may do it one day, depending on how bad I want that print. So there's a lot of 3D artists out there, 3D designers and stuff that design things, and they put them out there, and they want money for their products. I did buy a 3D flying saucer a while back. But we're going to go ahead and end this video. I just want to let you guys know, once again, don't hate, don't wait. Donate. Go to my $, my Cash App, $Tony McDew, because I love you. And we out.